72 at Garden City, 70 reported by Dodge City and Liberal, 72 over by the good folks of Gar.
Yo guys, today I'm going to teach you how to flip smoother. So, if you've ever dropped your balisong on the concrete while flipping, hit the subscribe button, guys. Hopefully you got that reference. But seriously, if you've ever been flipping and you've dropped your balisong and broken it like I did with my glow mod, oh no, please, please, please. Here's a couple of ways that you can help yourself to flip smoother, to flip better, and to drop your balisong less often. Now, I made a video that was just like this, how to flip smoother, but that was back in the early days, a couple months ago of my videos, and it wasn't very good. So I'm gonna reiterate on some of the points that I made back months ago and try and explain it a little bit better for you guys. There's 3 things in this video that I want to talk about: speed, practice, and trainer blades. These are all going to help you flip smoother and get better tricks and get better at flipping faster. So a lot of people think that you got to flip fast in order to make your tricks look cool, which is absolutely not true at all. The number one thing that matters in making your tricks look cool is how smooth you can do the tricks. And speed plays a huge role in how smooth and how cool your tricks look. So, if you're doing a trick and you're just learning it, you don't want to learn it at full speed. Try and learn it at your own pace first instead of trying to just go right into the trick. It's like if you tried to learn a backflip by just trying to do a backflip. It doesn't work that way. You have to work up. You have to do the backwards roll thing, and then you have to do the tuck, and then you have to do the jump, and then you put those things all together to finally make a backflip. And it's the same thing with a balisong trick. You start off one piece at a time, slowly, and eventually you add those pieces together and it creates a full trick. So if you want to flip smooth, you should flip slow and controlled. So flipping slower will automatically make your tricks a lot smoother. But you also have to be able to do the tricks well, which comes with number 2, practice. So obviously, if you want your tricks to look good, you have to be able to execute those tricks very good. And that comes with practice. For example, if you watch Mike Shake's videos where he learns how to flip a balisong, his movements are very mechanic when he first gets it and they're not smooth. So with practice, eventually this will turn into this. So if you're good at a trick and you don't even have to think about doing the trick in order to do it, it's gonna look smooth. So we got speed, we got practice. Let's get on to trainer blades. So if you start off flipping with a live blade, that is okay, but I do not recommend starting with a live blade. I recommend starting off with a trainer blade. A trainer blade is not an actual blade. As you can see, it is not sharpened. It is not gonna stab or cut anything. It's not sharp at all. That's why it's called a trainer. So if you hit your knuckles with the blade, you're not gonna slice open your finger. So you can train yourself to, oh, if you hit, okay, we gotta restart because I just cut myself. But you didn't actually cut yourself because it's not a real blade. So if you start off with a live blade, there's kind of that scary factor where you're kind of gonna overcompensate for your tricks so that you don't cut yourself. If you're constantly doing a trick afraid of cutting yourself, you're kind of gonna run away from the blade, which is sometimes not what you want to do. It's kind of like in baseball or in football. If someone throws you the ball and you're scared of the ball, so you move your head out of the way so that it doesn't hit you to try and catch it, you're not going to be able to catch it as well as if you just caught it. If you start afraid of the ball, or in this case, if you start afraid of the blade, you're going to try and avoid the blade, which will turn out with your tricks looking really slow and like really exaggerated because you're really trying really hard to avoid cutting yourself. So that's why I recommend learning tricks with a trainer blade first, because you're not constantly scared of the blade and you're not trying to run away from the blade. Because for example, if I did a trick that ended in the blade being towards my fingers, like so, if I had an actual blade, I would be scared to do this trick because I would end up doing something like that to super avoid the blade not hitting my fingers. But if I got a trainer blade, I can do a lot less exaggerated movement that looks a lot smoother still without hitting my fingers. But the fear isn't there of hitting my fingers, so it's not super over exaggerated to not hit my fingers. It's just a simple drop of the wrist to not hit my fingers. So anyways guys, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you can learn how to flip smoother. Just remember the 3 things: speed, practice, and trainer blades. So speed, sometimes flipping fast is not always the answer. Practice, if you want your tricks to look good, you have to practice them to where you can do it with your eyes closed. And trainer blades teaches you to not be afraid of the blade if you did go to live blade balisongs. So, I hope that was helpful. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, guys. Thank you again for 100 subscribers. This is awesome. And also thank you, Jake, for putting me on the website balisongflipping.com. I'll have it linked in the description. Go down to balisongflipping.com, go to the tutorials tab, and my tutorial should be there. So, yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.